recording. And we're back to the staircase shape. So this is not a good shape, and why do you think that is? Why do you think this jump up ahead is a bad idea? How would you punish this as white?
I'd like to try cutting it, so I would go to D12.
Okay, yeah, that's one of the D12, and then black probably needs to play here.
And then you can cut it E11.
Yeah, that's one of the possibilities. Yes, that there's a cut like this, or you can even be more blunt about it. You can just cut it like right away. Cut now, and then what is black gonna do? If black goes this way, then it's cut off. The shape is already cut off. If black cuts, then it's your turn, so you extend, and the black shape is separated again. The corner is safe, so it's only black who's in trouble here. Black has 2 stones on the left, these 2 stones on the left, and those 2 stones on the right. That's problems. Problems for black. No problems for white. In the game, it was even worse, because in the game, black jumps immediately, and so this black stone, this one, is weaker. Is even weaker than the one I just showed you. So now just cut now. So it's so weak. In the game, you do this and this, which seems like you're afraid of it, but no need to be afraid. Just immediately, you can do pretty much anything here, and anything, just because the shape is so unstable. So I don't know. You can even do this. Just push and cut, connect. It's cut off. Or cut immediately this way, and black cannot connect anything. So there you go, a very simple solution. So every time you see this shape, you know it's not a good one, and probably there's going to be some consequences for black.
My idea here, and the reason I played the way I did, was to try to gain territory on the side.
Yes, but the thing is that this way. So what's the correct move, by the way?
Well, it's black's turn.
Yeah, it's black's turn. So what's the correct move for black instead of this one? What's the right continuation?
E13.
Yeah, pretty much the only move. Anything else that black tries is, like, for example, this one also doesn't work. This shape is too weak, so white can push, and then what? Cut, and there you go. Or maybe even cut directly. So too weak, this black shape. So this one doesn't work. This one probably also doesn't work because we push through and cut. And this one we know doesn't work. So the only move is just a solid extension. Yes. And for example, if it goes this way, oh, something like this, then you see white is getting the points, black is getting the wall. This is a maybe reasonable result. Actually, maybe too good for white anyway, because white is building on the 4th line, and black's wall is, we don't know how much it's going to cost. So maybe this is slightly more favorable for white. But this is okay, this is normal. We can expect this. Black gets a wall, white gets territory. Standard Go result. And so if you play this way in the game, you're turning this into the same standard result. So white makes a mistake, but instead of punishing it and getting an even better result, you go back to normal. This is not bad, not bad. But I'm just saying you could do even better because your opponent made a mistake. So compare it to this. Like in the game, you get the points, and black gets something. Black gets a wall. But, well, actually, black, again, needs to extend to keep the wall intact. But if you cut immediately, for example, like, I don't know, how should black respond to this? this, and there's no way to hold, so this. I mean, this is much more interesting than the game, don't you think? You're cutting through the black shape. You're getting the big corner and a lot of points at the top. And you cut off the black stone. So that is just a better result compared to just taking the points and giving black a strong wall. So cutting through is more aggressive and just better for you. So, and then the question is, like also here, black has those staircase going down formation, and then what to do? The answer is anything but not this, because this move is just protecting 1 point. You're protecting 1 point, but it doesn't affect this situation at all. So you're not trying to do anything, you're not trying to punish, you're not trying to cut, and that's not good. Black is giving you a chance. You have to take it. You have to use it. And to use it, I mean, it's just, you might as well be playing a move like this one. A purely defensive move that doesn't do anything. Sure, but this gives black enough time to fix the shape. And in the same way, you're doing this one, and black played here, but no, black should fix the shape immediately. So all of these moves, and this one also, right?
Yes.
If this stone is here or it's not here, what is changing? Not much. So how do we continue instead of this move?
Well, I don't know. And, I'm looking at the cutting points that black has,
Yeah.
and I'd like to punish those, but I don't know exactly, I don't know how to follow through with that.
Okay. Well, actually, let me tell you this. There's actually a pretty much forced sequence in this situation because black already made this weakness once, and then black made another one. So black now has A, B, and C. 3 weaknesses. That's too many. And so you now have a very, very, well, not very simple, but a forced sequence that just gives you a very good result. So let's try and find it. So let's start with the obvious move at C. There's a gaping hole at C, so let's just cut there and see what happens. Right, so I'm gonna take these away. So let's suppose we cut at 1. And if black doesn't want to collapse, black cuts you off to try and fight. So 1, 2.
Okay.
What next?
And now you go to E10.
Yes, that is correct. Very nice. That would be a very nice shape, and that is possible. You do E10. Black would need to defend like this, right? To save the 2 stones. And then you can start attacking this single black stone on the left side. You've cut it off. You've disconnected it from the rest of the group, and now you can start chasing it. But there's something even better here, because black has so many weaknesses. This, what you just said, is a good sequence, nice shape, and I'm happy that you remember it. But there's something even better. So I'm going to take this 4 and 3 off. So 1, 2. And then there's
Okay, so when I don't see the whole sequence, but I'm looking at E12.
Yeah. So E12 is Atari, right?
Atari.
After you play E12, that is Atari on these 2 stones.
Right.
Okay, so let's try playing E12. Play E12. Black needs to play here to save them. And then
and I want to do F11.
F11. Wait a second. Your 3 stone, the stone that is right now standing at 3, is in Atari right now, right?
Oh, sorry. Yes. Right.
So you probably need to save it, and that's pretty much the only move.
Right. F12.
F12, yes. And here we are. We've made 5 moves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we are in a very interesting situation. Interesting for black, not very interesting for white. And the question is, do you see why?
Well, now you've got this, black has this weakness at F14.
Yes, that's problem number 1.
And so if I end up taking that, then he's going to lose those stones.
So let's say black protects at 6. And after this there's a finishing blow. The finishing blow. And you need to find it. And I'll go and get myself some water while you're looking for it. So what do you say?
Question is, can I go to E10?
Let me see. E.
E10.
Can you? What happens? What do you do? What's happening when you play E10? Describe it to me.
Trying to create a ladder.
Good point. Good point. Yes. So this is not easy, okay, Bruce. This wasn't easy because you need to read like 6, 7 moves ahead. That's not a 20Q sort of thing. So this is more like, if you can read this, this is more of a 10Q kind of thing, or even stronger. So yes, and
If
and
I go to E10, he has to go to F11.
wait, let me grab the so E10. He has to go to F11. You're right. Yes, and then
And then you go to G11.
yes, and that's a ladder. And that's a ladder.
There's the ladder.
Let's confirm this. So we play here, and if black cuts, then we have an absolutely forced sequence, and white has no way to escape it. We cut. Usually, maybe you don't want to do this. Yes, you're right. This is a very nice next shape move. Very good one, and it's a possibility. And we can actually do this right now. We can maybe push a couple times, and then maybe attack the 2 stones on the left. And those 2 stones on the left are in trouble after this. Possible, but we have something better. We have this, and this is threatening the 2 stones. If black saves these, we take them. And mission accomplished. We've broken through this black formation, and black is now completely destroyed. Or black saves those stones, but now here, and black cannot escape. This is a ladder, and white captures the stones. So yeah, not easy. I understand, not easy. But then again, you don't even need to find this. But the idea is that you need to understand that you need to do some cutting. You cannot be playing defensive moves here. You cannot just say, oh, okay, let me just protect my corner or something like this. Or even this one. It's a good move, of course, but it's not advisable to play good moves away from a sharp situation. Because in a sharp situation, you get a great golden opportunity to do something, and you have to do it. Because this is how you go from neutral to, oh, now I'm a +1, +2, +3. I'm winning.
I'm seeing it now, but I kind of suspected there was a sequence, but I didn't know what to do.
Yeah. Well, now you know that you have to start looking at the cuts. Maybe this one, maybe this one, maybe this one. But those are the prime suspects in a situation like this. Whenever you have this staircase formation, start looking at the cuts and start thinking, okay, if I cut, can I do something? And in this case, yes, you can. So this is it. This is
in this example, the two stones, F16 and F15,
F15, F16. Yeah,
are they even relevant to this? If they're not there, doesn't it still apply?
yeah, it still applies. But if they're not there, then black's shape is so bad that you don't even need to cut. You could just play here and just take the points, for example, or something like this. Isn't it just amazing? Black's shape is still kind of collapsing on its own on the left, and you're just taking very large points, and that's amazing. So those stones are irrelevant because they're strong, and you cannot kill them. They are the strongest of everything that black has, because they have many liberties and they won't die. But everything below those stones, that's weak, and that's black's problem. Black really would like to not get this staircase formation. Black would really prefer to keep this in one single file, one single wall, rather than this. And black is consistently making that Keima, that knight's move jump, which creates more and more steps in this evil staircase. So that's black's problem.
And I've seen this staircase now in several games that I've played.
I know, because somehow everybody makes this flaw, and at this level, they're like those players' opponents are not strong enough to clearly demonstrate to them why this is wrong. If, for example, let's say this guy who makes this staircase thing starts playing against a 5q friend, and then this 5q destroys the staircase every time. Well, this happens once, twice, 3 times, and then this guy is like, okay, I see, it sucks. I have to stop playing it. But his opponents don't punish it every time, and so he gets a feeling that it's okay. Or maybe they never punish it, and so he thinks it's a great shape. But now you know one better.
Okay.
Okay, so let me
I'll study that on the recording because that's